Hello again. This is Andrea Brown. I'm out for another walk, getting my 45 minutes outside with you. Seems like an easy time to do this. The sunset is magnificent. Let me see if I can get it behind me here. There we go. So that's the view where I am. I guess I could go a little slower. Just some awesome fields behind, a great walking trail that goes around it, and then the amazing fire sky. Lots of deer seen so far. And anyway, yeah, I just love how this trail meanders around some farmland on the edge of the bush, although some neighborhoods or developments are encroaching on it, but it's a lovely trail to walk. But anyway, I want to just share just one other thought that I've been thinking about, and it's just this idea of doing one thing at a time. Just picking one thing, to be present in your day to one thing at a time. We've become such a multitasking culture. Oh my gosh, this has gotten way better. How can I talk? Let me show you if I can flip it. So beautiful, and it just keeps getting brighter. I don't know. It's just magical. In fact, there's a bench up here. If it were drier, I'd sit on it, but it rained a bit ago. Anyway, maybe I can do this with you're not supposed to probably turn videos when you're filming them. So I'm just going to do it with the fire in the sky behind me. Pretty dramatic. Looks like a forest fire. Not that we want to talk about that, but the beauty of it is incredible. Anyway, what was I saying? Well, this is a great example. Appreciating a sunset and just taking it in and being still, sharing it in my case, not just reveling in how gorgeous this is, but actually just breathing it in, hearing the sound of the train whistling on the other side of town, and just being still. And I was challenged with this, gosh, it's been close to a year probably since I heard somebody speak about this, in the idea that, gotta find where that camera is. We just multitask everything in our culture, at least in American culture, Western culture. We have become multitaskers in everything, and it's absolutely draining. I've heard it said how much the mental switching it takes to go from one thing to the other. We think we're multitasking and doing two things at once, but really there's very few things you can do at the same time unless it involves two different skills. Like, I can walk and talk. That is multitasking in one sense. But anything that uses brain power in a non-physical, physical thing, you can wash dishes and listen. So there's a few things you can multitask doing in one sense, but really my brain is working in the background, processing about walking. It's taking in everything that I need to do. And so when we try multitasking, we are in a sense switching constantly. And I find this when I work at home with my kids and there's interruptions. It's like I'm trying to be a parent, trying to get work done, and it's in an interruption, and that drain on us is extraordinary, and it can make us just miserable, and it depletes us of everything we have. I'm telling you, this just keeps getting more awesome every bit of this walk. Seems like I timed it perfect. Anyway, I'm going to keep talking about it. And the light, I mean, this is truly my favorite time of day. They call this the magic hour. If you're a photographer, this is the time to be out getting your photographs. Actually, that the sun is maybe even set, so it might be past that magic hour, but it's in here. This is the alpenglow, the other way it's referred to in the mountains when you get the glow on the alpine. So as the sun sets, when the mountains are just blazing with fire, and that is one of my favorite. But anyway, I really just want to encourage you as you're doing this 75 hard. What is it to slow down, to enjoy it step by step? I mean, there's parts of this I'm really enjoying. The one I struggle with is drinking a gallon of water. Personally, that is psychologically the hardest part of this challenge so far for me. And I'm sure you have yours. Everybody's different. Depending on what we've tackled, but I mean, depending, everyone has the same challenge except for the diet. That can be a little bit different for everybody, but you're choosing a structured diet. Here again, I'm gonna just turn the camera this way. Just some excitement to keep, is this not fuel just in how beautiful it is to continue today? Anyway, these encouragements, in some ways, every one of them are potent. I feel like if we could figure one of them out, it would change our life. I laugh because I read a lot of books, and I'm like, man, sometimes I'm always wanting to read the next best new thing. I want a new book. There's something, it feeds an addiction maybe in me for something new. And I love it. But I've really been sobered in the last year or two that I just need to go back and reread the best books that I've ever read. And I need to dig into them in ways that I never have dug into them. And because the best books that I've ever read, if I were even to apply, a small percentage of that in my life would be absolutely changed. And so I just really challenge you. What's the one thing that you need to be doing? What is the one thing in the moment that you can do so that you can find ways to actually enjoy this 75 hard, that it's not miserable, that you actually can stop and just go, yeah, here's 5 minutes after my workout. I'm just going to lay on the floor, or I'm just going to sit and rest and feel my body and stretch and enjoy the incredible, feel my muscles, feel my heart pumping, and just take joy in that. And so this idea of doing the one thing it's like one thing in the moment. How do you just do one thing at a time? One thing for business, one thing for your personal life, and maybe use this 75 hard as an opportunity to slow down in different ways as you're focusing on yourself, as you're focusing on what you can do to change your life. Pick your one thing and make it a moment to enjoy. And with that, I give you this. Stay hard, and stay strong. I'll see you on the next one.